Shown on this video of very dark man, whether wetin him talk, whether na 100% truth. Because for me, people wey dey educated for the south, for the east, for the west, for the south, na there see they carry ballot box for politician. Yes, some of them. Some wey dey educated, na there see they ring election. Abi, so if na 100% for wetin him talk, na true, put am for the comment.
All right, so I'll tell you something. Terrorism will not stop in Nigeria anytime soon. As a matter of fact, what we are facing now, it will double in more years to come. We'll suffer more. Our children will suffer more because there's only one solution to terrorism in Nigeria. There's only one solution to the future of terrorism in Nigeria. Just one solution. And we need a leader with vision to carry it out. Now, 80% of the terrorist groups we have in Nigeria are Hausa speaking. They are from the north. 80% of them are from the north. 80% of the terrorists in Nigeria, Hausa speaking, they are from the north. 80% of the kidnappers we have in Nigeria, also from the north, they are all Hausa speaking. And at the same time, the most hardworking people in Nigeria are from the north. They are Hausa speaking people. The most loyal people in Nigeria are from the north. They are Hausa speaking people. The most honest people in Nigeria are from the north. The most less money conscious people in Nigeria are from the north. When I mean hardworking, I'm talking about manpower work. We are talking, if you want to do a construction in Nigeria, you want to build a house, you want to build an estate, the people that will do the mixing of cement, that will carry it 3-story building, they'll take the cement there, are the Hausa people. They are ready. They are ready to do the work. If you go to the market, you buy things. You want to take them to your car after you buy your tomato pepper. Who is going to take it with the wheelbarrow? It's the Hausa man. The Hausa man is going to help you do it. It's their bookies. If you buy a big farmland and you want to start cultivating, you need somebody to do the ridges or somebody to clear the farmland. Who is going to come do it for you? He's the Hausa man. Because he just wants to earn money to feed himself and his family. They are not material things conscious. That's why most of them don't even have bank accounts. I'm not telling you some. I'm telling you most of the Hausa people don't have bank accounts. They put their money in their pockets. They just keep it there. They are not worldly or money conscious. And that is why it is easier to use them for terrorism. You know why? The only solution is to educate the North. Any visionary we have in Nigeria, any leader that would take 4 years out of his 8 years to educate the North, force education on them, let them study, let them have the knowledge, because knowledge is power. Let them have that knowledge. Until then, Nigeria will suffer more in years to come. And I will tell you why. You see, in the North, they don't go to school. They study religion. And that is why the only few people that went to school use that to their advantage and use these people as their weapon and as their warriors. If I want to start terrorism today, it's easy. I have men. Where will I get the men? I'll go to Maiduguri or I'll go to Zamfara or somewhere. If you go to Kano today, let's start with Maiduguri, right? That I've been to. You see a lot of young children on the street, beggars, plenty. I can pack 10,000 if I want and bring them to Abuja now. How will I take them here? I'll use religion to bring them. Then feed them. Because that's the mentality. They don't know better than feeding. Feeding and to study the religion. That's basically what they know. So it's easier for very dark man to start terrorism if you bring them. And this is why the elites know these things. That is why they can never educate them to know better. A young Hausa boy cannot sit down and think about being a graphic designer. A young Hausa boy cannot sit down and think about studying technology. They don't do it there. Again, that is why the few that went to school are the ones controlling the whole region. And they use it to their advantage. And once they study, what do? The ones that go to school, they use it in politics. They become politicians. And where do you get the highest number when it comes to politics? You get it in the North. All they have to do is to tell them this person does not agree with our religion and they go against you. You see, there's a whole lot of power there. The day they start studying to know better, that's the day Nigeria will be liberated finally. Or you divide the country. Now, if you talk about dividing the country, it's still going to be a problem because they will still cross and enter your country. The only way you can achieve division is when you educate. They must be educated. The North must be educated. They should force education on those people. I'll tell you, maybe you can start with family planning. Because tell me why a man or a man in the North doesn't have money. You are earning at least 1,000 naira or 500 naira every week. Or maybe God bless you, you just do one or two things. You get it. Then you go and you sleep with your wife, get another wife, sleep with that one, and you give birth to like 10 children. All of them start doing alimajiri to feed because you can't feed them. And this is why it's easier to get them to join them to do terrorism because they don't know better. You give them gun and you give them more money than what they are used to. But the money is not the problem for the Northerner. All you have to do is to use religion. Just put in religion in their head and tell them this thing you are going to do. It is what the Quran said. I should tell you the craziest part. Some of these Boko Haram people, some of these terrorists cannot read the Quran. That's the craziest part of all of this. They only know how to pray in the box. The everyday prayer and the Friday prayer. These people don't read. If you bring a Boko Haram now, he cannot study the Quran because he doesn't know it. So whoever interprets is the leader. That's the one that will tell him that, oh, and this thing I'm telling you, you should ask. 80% of the terrorists cannot read the Quran. So their leaders are the one that can read. So whatever interpretation the leader gives, that's what they follow. You see, we are in a big mess. They have the population. With so much population without education. Do you understand? Yeah. Until then, Nigeria will face a bigger problem. Good luck. Jonathan had that vision, but it was not complete. He was also distracted. Good luck concentrated on the North. He wanted to build the best schools for them. He wanted them to go to school. I don't know if that was his plan or maybe it just happened coincidentally. But you know where the problem is? If you try to educate the North, you have more hell to face than anything. That's why I say you need a vision with strategy and a leader. You need a leader with strategy and a leader with a vision, a strong vision. And I'm not talking about political vision. I'm talking about the vision of the future of Nigeria.
If you never subscribe to this channel, try always subscribe. If you watch my video, you never subscribe, try make you always subscribe.